spread in dangerous waters. Get exposed through cold and morals. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece. Go to the high up. These ain't come from the cars, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but some would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. To throw, Williams. His first throw is an interception. Nick Cross has it. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Oh, he muffed it. It's loose.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's the first run for the rookie out of Massachusetts. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Williams from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you not think is going to happen on a first down run. Likely need now a big gain on second to try to get back on schedule.
Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, Williams. That one's complete over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Williams throwing on fourth. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And this one does not go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. The Colts ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. This, our last play of the quarter. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. His gate is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Here we go, 4th down with Williams. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
To the air on this first down, Richardson has it downfield, working the left. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Nice game left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's good. For a Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Vegas!
To the air yet again, Williams. The ball is out! He scoops up his own fumble. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Here's Williams again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Manangai. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Offense in the hurry up here. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal.
Vegas! Yes! Tango! Yes!
Now Williams. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Ready?
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Pass to 50.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
Hurt. Right.
From the gun, Taylor. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Go, check. Here we go. Check.
Taylor again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Catch, catch. Go, Reed. Go. Ready. Hot 70. Hot. Ready.
Here's Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Colts first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. Going with the screen to Taylor. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin. But when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Complete right side. Burton has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now it's second down.
Vegas! Yes! Punch forward! Yes! Tempo!
Again, it's Williams. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's second and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Bears tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
36-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60, go.
To throw, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We've got a timeout. Somebody heard on that last play, Brock. That is tight end Tyler Warren, who's in need of some attention. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hey. Ready?
Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Oh, try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is? Stop the run. And they've been doing it.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Williams on the play action. This is a heater going deep. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the play. Run it.
First down from the 42.
Here we go.
Taylor now up the middle. Up to the races, middle of the field. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. one right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Bears 14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. On play action, Williams escapes the pocket. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. After the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Williams from the gun. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st down, Chicago.
On play action, here's Williams. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
One left side finds Burden. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Caught out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. A motion at tight end left. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Still fighting forward. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Hey, Bronco lady. Chop alert.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
A That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check match, 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air on his first down. Richardson has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Colts ready to kick this one away. And away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
Their own 26-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Head the street. 18 Cardinal. Check, Panther.
He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Richardson back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on. Hit. 19, 18, 5 in.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one nabbed by Warren. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco!
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Check that. Street. Step. Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. He'll throw it. That's caught by first. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check, Bobcat.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the jump.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Check smash. Come on. Set. 19 Tiger.
Richardson now. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts leading by 7. Here's Spencer Schrader. A lot riding on this field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Short pass brought in. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, looking for options. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Inside, this is ruled in by Warren. And it is a 1st down for the Colts. And they can go ahead now and breathe easy. They're going to win this ball game. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Gotta line. Go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.